Cold and flu all in one. There's a panic on the other side of the ring. When it comes to major crimes, they have implemented various strategies like added patrols. But as we heard on this week, Mayor Bill de Blasio is calling this an unacceptable reality that something like this would happen.
God is giving these people reprobate mind. They're doing all type of crazy stuff.
Outrage as the outgoing Kentucky governor pardons a slew of violent criminals, including convicted murderers and a convicted child rapist.
All of them have a reprobate mind.
Governor Andy Beshear took the oath of office this week after defeating Republican incumbent Matt Bevin in last month's election. But while Beshear was preparing to move into the governor's mansion, Bevin, on his way out, was pardoning and commuting the sentences of hundreds of criminals, including a child rapist, a man who killed his parents, and a mother who dumped her newborn in a septic tank. Bevin's decision to set these people free is drawing widespread backlash and anger. CNN's Natasha Chen is joining us now. How is the former governor explaining this, Natasha?
Well, Anna, he took to Twitter last night defending his decisions. He tweeted a series of 20 messages, mostly about his belief in second chances. Here are two of his tweets. He says, "Am I perfect? No, never have been. But I did my very best over many hours, days, weeks, and years to reach fair and just decisions. Not one person receiving a pardon would I not welcome as a coworker, neighbor, or to sit beside me or any member of my family in a church pew or at a public event." Before walking out of the governor's mansion this week, Kentucky Republican Matt Bevin pardoned this man who sexually assaulted a 15-year-old boy, a drunk driver who killed a pastor and his wife, a man who decapitated a woman and left her body in a barrel, a woman who threw her newborn in a septic tank at a flea market, a man who at age 16 killed his parents and left their bodies in a basement, and this man who raped a 9-year-old girl and served less than 18 months out of his 23-year sentence. The victim's mother says it's a slap in the face.
It feels like we're going through it all over again. We felt safe living in the house.
Kent County Prosecutor Rob Sanders told CNN the man hadn't served enough time to even begin sex offender treatment.
It shocks the conscience. It's offensive. It's mind-boggling how any governor could be this irresponsible.
Now there's also a question of political favoritism.
We have someone who was convicted, killing someone and still get tripped.
State lawmakers say they want to investigate this case because the family of the man pardoned raised more than $20,000 last year to help Bevin.
Bottom line, if it looks like a duck and talks like a duck, you gotta look into whether or not it's a duck.
And we're not sure yet if the Attorney General-elect in Kentucky will take up the case, but the Kenton County prosecutor told us that there are some former Bevin administration staff working with the Attorney General-elect now, so it's possible he may have to hire a special independent prosecutor, or it could be left to federal prosecutors or the Commonwealth attorneys.
And Natasha, we heard from some of the victims' families in that piece, but I understand you talked to somebody today who actually believes the governor did the right thing, even though their family was hurt in such a deep way.
Yeah, so I spoke to one family, the family of the young man who killed his parents when he was 16 years old. So that family is connected to both the victims and the murderer in this case. This cousin who spoke to me said he was angry for a long time, but over time realized that this man showed a lot of promise and rehabilitation, and he said that if that man's mother could see what was happening today, she would be the happiest person involved to see her son back with the family and in a safe place.
Thank you very much, Natasha Chen. As impeachment moves forward, President Trump is on the attack. One of his targets this week, the FBI director he picked, Christopher Wray. You're live in the CNN Newsroom.
This is the Epson EcoTank color printer. No more buying cartridges. Big ink tanks. Lots of ink. Print about this many pages. The Epson EcoTank. It's telling you.
For some children at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the holidays mean waking up far from home.
We make 7 holidays special for the children. It's good when something special in the air. You feel the love that our plan work. You feel the support, and you know the doctors are doing all they can.
Doctors and scientists are pioneering new treatments for childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. And the discoveries made at St. Jude are shared freely to help save children around the world.
The research towers, those lights are always on.
It'll be Christmas time here at St. Jude. They just keep going.
I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I saw amazing utility dogs. They were literally trying to find the cure.
Please join St. Jude in saving children with your gift of only $19 a month. Please call or go online at joinstjude.org with your debit or credit card right now, and we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt.
The most beautiful feeling for a parent that has been told that their child has cancer is hope.
Hope is that he will be that little boy that I envision. Tumors are providing that hope that my child has a future.
We're celebrating something today.
Finding cures and saving children is truly what you feel when you walk through the doors of St. Jude.
Far beyond this holiday season, your gift of $19 a month will make a lasting difference for a child at St. Jude.
Giving my daughter a chance to live, there's not enough time for that.
Please call or go online at joinstjude.org and become a St. Jude partner in hope right now. Transform your communities. Donate to transformational projects. Transforming Africa.
This is a crucial moment in our nation's history.
They killed a guy and nobody was held accountable.
I would like us to be more than the country that did the report. I'd like us to be the country that made it. There are challenges, but we're the problem solvers.
Working with researchers, innovators,
Small businesses and manufacturers.
America's natural gas and oil companies are successfully meeting the demands for greater energy.
Leading the world in cutting greenhouse gas emissions to their lowest levels in a generation.
We've made progress.
But we are not done.
Yeah.
Together, we are on it.
It's time to make mopping history. Introducing the new BravaJet M6 robot mop. With an adjustable precision jet spray and advanced pad system, BravaJet breaks up messes and gets deep in corners. BravaJet, only from iRobot.
Can I just order a pizza?
Later.
How do you order so fast?
This is such a
Government. I want to make mine.
How is this not working? How did you find such a cool?
You're all going crazy. The government is going crazy.
The showdown over President Trump's financial records and tax returns is now headed to the Supreme Court. The court announced late Friday that it will review the case. At issue, can the president face legal action while in office? Lower court judges who earlier ruled against Trump grounded their decisions on decades-old Supreme Court precedent that would allow the president to be subpoenaed or sued. The president versus the FBI. This has become an all too common battle in this administration, and we watched it play out all over again this week as President Trump took direct aim at the Bureau's director, Christopher Wray. CNN's Brian Todd has more.
President Trump vents his anger at another FBI director.
In a Twitter broadside, the president saying, "I don't know what report current director of the FBI Christopher Wray was reading, but it sure wasn't the one given to me. With that kind of attitude, he will never be able to fix the FBI, which is badly broken." A reaction after Wray spoke of how pleased he was that the Justice Department's Inspector General found the Russian election interference investigation was properly launched, and there was no political bias influencing decisions in the probe. Wray brushed back on the president's claims that some in the FBI were part of a deep state conspiracy against him.
I think that's the kind of label that is a disservice to the 37,000 men and women who work at the FBI who, I think, tackle their jobs with professionalism, with rigor, with objectivity, with courage. I think it's an affront to them.
But Wray's boss, Attorney General William Barr, doubled down on President Trump's criticism of the FBI's Russia investigation.
They kept on investigating the president and well into his administration after the case collapsed.
Trump's had some notorious public battles with FBI directors and other bureau officials. He fired his first FBI director, James Comey, after clashing with him over the Russia investigation.
Comey lies and leaks. He's a liar and he's a leaker.
Trump then accused Comey's immediate replacement, Andrew McCabe, and top FBI lawyer James Baker of being out to get him. He repeatedly eviscerated former FBI agent Peter Strzok and former FBI lawyer Lisa Page, who had a relationship with each other, accusing them of being part of a cabal of Trump haters inside the bureau after their personal texts critical of Trump were made public.
Lisa Page, who was forced to leave the FBI, and her lover, Peter Strzok, who we got their text messages, and what they said in those text messages was shocking when you talk about bias.
In one tweet, Trump called Comey, McCabe, Strzok, and Page clowns and losers, wondering aloud, will the FBI ever recover its once stellar reputation? A Trump biographer says the president simply doesn't tolerate being challenged by those around him.
It doesn't matter if it's a spouse who's telling the truth about his infidelities, or if a law enforcement officer trying to do his duty. The right thing to do where Donald Trump is concerned is to serve him. Any other duty is superfluous. You should be angry at you and really try to destroy you if you cross it.
Analysts are concerned that Trump's repeated attacks on FBI directors and their aides have serious security consequences.
The president's statements are harmful because what he's doing is he's undermining the credibility of the FBI with the public. And the FBI needs the public in order to satisfy its law enforcement and national security.
CNN has reached out to the White House to ask if President Trump has or will ask for Christopher Wray to resign as FBI director. White House officials told us that's unlikely, but they acknowledge Trump could act without warning. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.
Still ahead, 7 Democratic candidates have now qualified for the next Democratic debate this coming week. So why are they threatening to skip it?
Wireless for $15 a month. That's not right.
It's right, all right. Carpet showers? That's not Neither is the way you get wireless. Mint Mobile took what's wrong with wireless and made it right. It's easy. Online, right now, you can get any plan that's $15 a month. Only MintMobile.com.
All the folks ask me why your dishwasher doesn't get everything clean. And I tell them it may be your detergent. That's why more dishwasher brands recommend Cascade Platinum. It's specially designed with the soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing built right in. Cascade Platinum's unique action packs result in to remove stuck-on food or sparkling dishes. But first, choose the detergent that lets your dishwasher do the dishes. Cascade Platinum, the #1 recommended brand in North America.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home? With Neulasta Onco, strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta Onco is designed to deliver Neulasta the day after chemo and is used by most patients today.
Neulasta is prescribed for patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to it or
leakage, arrest, and even the dose can increase infection rates. Ruptured skin sometimes fatal as well as serious lung problems.
The whole government of America has reprobate mind.
Capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Reported abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your body. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious sometimes fatal crises can occur. And some side effects will go on normal.
If you'd rather be calm, ask your doctor about less often. Pay no more than $5 per dose before pay.
Hi, I'm Joan. Senior living communities have never been better, with amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms, swimming pools, public cafes, bars, and bistros, and care services. And there's never been an easier way to get great advice. A place for mom with a free service that pairs you with a local advisor to help you sort through your options and find the perfect place. A place for mom. You know your family. We know senior living. Together we'll make the right choice.
It's the final debate of the year. Biden, Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg, Klobuchar, Steyer, again. The PBS NewsHour Politico Democratic Presidential Debate. Thursday night. Watch it on CNN and your local PBS station starting at 8 Eastern.
Hi. Hollywood Feed, we have everything you need for your pet. Not only do we offer the lowest prices on crates, but this month when you buy a 5 or 15-pound bag of NatureSource puppy food, we'll give you one free. At Hollywood Feed, we are a different breed.
I'm in a place that is often filled with students going to play sports, having Bible study, or just having a snack and hanging out. Their youthful faces full of hope. And yet with so much unrest in the world, we all get concerned about what the future holds for them. It can be a scary scenario. But God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a future. We can't know the future, but we can know the one who does, and that gives us all hope. This is Bryant Wright, speaking right from my heart.
At Hollywood Feed, we are a different breed. Adding a new family member is a big decision. No one wants to be there. Bring in your adoption or baby paperwork and enjoy free pet food and $20 off. Hollywood Feed, a different breed.
The next Democratic presidential debate is scheduled for this coming Thursday night. And get ready to see a lot more room than before on the debate stage. The 7 candidates made the cut for this next debate. Here they are in alphabetical order, and this is set to take place in Los Angeles. That is, if they agree to show up, and that's because there's a worker strike underway at the debate site, and all the candidates say they won't cross the picket line. Meantime, CNN senior political writer and analyst Harry Enton is here with us to give us really kind of the state of play right now, where things stand as far as all the candidates in the race right now. You've kind of boiled things down to at least a couple of states, California and Texas. What does it tell us?
Yeah, we spend all this attention on the early states, the Super Tuesday, California, Texas, the two biggest delegate prizes. And what we see, interestingly enough, is sort of separate races in each of those states. So in California, you have Biden, Warren, and Sanders essentially in a top tier between 17 and 21% of the vote. But in the state of Texas, Joe Biden well out ahead, 35%. Sanders at 15, Elizabeth Warren at 13, and Pete Buttigieg in these states that have a lot of non-white voters not doing particularly well. And why are California and Texas so important? Because there's so many delegates. So I also took a look at the delegate map, and what we essentially see here is that Joe Biden is going to get a massive swell of delegates, about 300 out of the necessary 1,990, and that gets him, I believe, 15% of the way there. So if these polls are exactly right, and let's say the results match perfectly, these are very good poll numbers for Joe Biden.
Also states with the large Hispanic population, California and Texas, and you factor that in, what is the poll?
Yeah, so I think this is interesting. So if you look at Hispanics versus non-Hispanics in California, where we have a large enough sample size to do so, what we see is that among Hispanics, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders are leading the pack, 27%, 25%. Warren all the way back at 10%. Pete Buttigieg is not even in the top 5, which I think is a real problem for him as we go forward from Iowa and New Hampshire, as we head into those states with a significant non-white population. Among white voters, we essentially see a top tier, right? Warren, Biden, Sanders, all very, very close to each other, at least in California.
That is interesting to talk about because there's several African American voters too when you look at South Carolina in that regard. Let's just hear though that these two states general election head-to-head matchup with President Trump. What do we think?
Yeah, so in Texas, this is a state that hasn't gone Democratic since 1976, before I was born, I can proudly say. And what we see is that Joe Biden is actually quite competitive with the president in Texas, only down by a point. The other Democrats, on the other hand, are all trailing by 7 percentage points. So Joe Biden wants to make this electability argument, and he wants to say, you know what, I can win a state like Texas. This poll demonstrates that. And what's so important about Texas? If you add Texas to the states that Hillary Clinton won in 2016, you get to exactly 270 electoral votes. So to me, again, this is a good poll for Biden insofar as he can make the case that, hey, I'm the electable Democrat. If you elect me, we have a chance in Texas. And if you win Texas, you can easily win the presidency if you're a Democrat.
For what it's worth, I wasn't born in 1976 either. We're young. At least you'll get caught. And it's all relative. I never thought that, but now I do. Thank you, Harry. And then you always throw a curveball my way. For a quick programming note, 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang will be joining us for a live interview in our 7 o'clock Eastern hour tonight right here on CNN. We want to show you how you can help the top 10 CNN heroes of 2019 continue their important work, and your donations will be matched dollar for dollar.
I mean, there's some proof for each of this year's top 10 CNN heroes proves that one person really can make a difference. And again, this year, we're making it easy for you to support their great work. Just go to CNNheroes.com and click donate to meet any 2019 top 10 CNN heroes to make a direct contribution to that hero's fundraiser. You'll receive an email confirming your donation, which is tax deductible in the United States. No matter the amount, you can make a big difference in helping our heroes continue their life-changing work. And right now, through January 2nd, your donations will be matched dollar for dollar up to a total of $50,000 for each of this year's honorees. CNN is proud to offer you this simple way to support each cause and celebrate all these everyday people changing the world. You can donate from your laptop, your tablet, or your phone. Just go to CNNheroes.com. Donation in any amount will help them help others.
But how you know that? That's
Someone great who deserves to be a CNN hero. Tell us about this. Nominations for 2020 are now open at CNNheroes.com.
When you see the government have reprobate mind.
CNN Heroes. Brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance. Visit Geico.com.
God is giving them a confused mind.
Go to CNNheroes.com to donate now to the
And they don't even know.
top 10 CNN heroes.
They think what they're doing is right. It's smart.
Sophie opened up a wormhole for John.
They think what they're doing is right. It's smart.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Believe it, Geico could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
Why do so many homeowners start home repair and improvement projects at Home Advisor?
With Home Advisor, we know we're going to find the right pros for absolutely any project.
You can read reviews,
Compare prices,
and book an appointment online.
and it's free. Go to
That should be
HomeAdvisor.com.
These
crazy.
days, you can't go anywhere without
I
your
tell
phone.
y'all niggas, man,
So to keep it secure when your hands
I
are
ain't gonna be
whether check and bend at the cup
crazy.
with removable cups.
In a couple
The cup
years,
fits any size cup holder and adjusts
there's
to
gonna be
secure
wars
function with any
everywhere.
size phone. Tilts for perfect viewing, even
There's gonna
allows
be
easy
wars.
access while charging. So if you're driving,
I'm
going
trying
or
to tell you,
even golfing,
Americans are in
it fits
trouble.
perfectly. And it's the perfect holiday gift. Order your
There's gonna be
American-made
wars
cup phone
everywhere.
today at leathertech.com.
So nice to meet you. June, Jane, G, Pay, Raj, and Ray.
Good job, Brain. Say hello to Eureka, a new brain supplement with clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators
There's
of brain
wars
performance.
everywhere.
Eureka.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
So we're making it easier than ever to become part of our family.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay,
Not a cent more. Family is important to us.
and we'd like you to be part of ours. So happy holidays.
You're welcome to the family.
The government, the House,
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
the Senate, the government, the races. Everybody's going to have a reprobate mind. The whole country has a reprobate
Flushing
mind.
the clogged toilet is a hard and dirty job. Introducing Green Gum,
More
the most
chaos.
effective new solution for clearing clogged drains. Just pour it and
But
watch its green
let's
cover
stay tuned
liquefies
with
any type of grease, hair,
I'll come back and let you know now.
everything
See,
organic that goes into
it's
your
one of the
life and
parts
causes clogs. Watch Green Copper turn this solid mass of air into a free flowing liquid. It's completely